Cancer, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 7th to the 14th. And give me a minute, Cancer. There's a really strange dynamics going on this week for all the signs. There's a lot of forward motion with corresponding restricting energy, okay? Breathe, okay? Because I just think we're getting some huge planetary shifts, and every time before a shift the tension builds, literally, and then the shift happens and things start to change, okay? Nothing difficult, not that I'm picking up anyhow. Your additional guidance, because I can't find my pack, so I'm just picking another one out, is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is very fast moving energy. It's a bit going on trips. It can be about sending intentions and sending prayers, okay? So one of the ironies about prayers, they always come back in one way or another. It's learning to be detached from the outcome. That is the trick with prayers and intentions, because there's a sense of very fast flowing energy. But we're not quite sure how it's going to land. It always lands, Cancer. If there's one thing I can say to someone, it always comes back one way or another. But not being attached to the outcome is a trick. So Page of Pentacles is your crowning card. This can be new financial opportunities, new business. It might represent a person, which would be a young earth sign person. It's not what I'm picking up. I'm picking up new opportunities, particularly around business, finances. Love that little page. Very optimistic, very positive energy. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, the most misunderstood queen in all the deck, okay? This Queen of Swords has a power, okay? She's got many powers. In her most negative understanding, the Queen of Swords can be quite cut off emotionally, but there's a reason why she's so cut off emotionally, is because her focus is on different things, okay? But these two together are quite interesting, because that would speak of having quite a strong connection with source energy, with prayer energy, with intentions. But you might be a little bit more emotionally detached this week. Now, the reason we emotionally detach is to see the bigger picture, essentially. The Queen of Swords is air, so maybe some air and some space needs to be given to a situation so the full picture can start to emerge, because the irony is you start with the World card. So the World card is that full picture. It's the last card in the whole deck. So there's been a huge assimilation of life experiences. And this is you coming to the end and coming to this very deep understanding of stuff. And we don't get that unless we've got this Queen of Swords working on our behalf. She might be a person, by the way. And if she's another person, she can be quite ruthless because she just might be. But I'm more picking this up as you, Cancer, and this need to get that eagle-eyed vision on your life, especially because the World card's turned up. Because with it is a Seven of Cups. There's a bit of confusion, and when confusion and brain fog is going on, we need this Queen to cut through the illusions, to cut through the lack of clarity, so clear vision can come. And that's why she's the most misunderstood queen in the whole deck. She's just got a very, very deep spiritual purpose. So this Seven of Cups is like brain fog. It's like, shall I go right? Shall I go left? Shall I choose this? Shall I choose that? Very, very, very foggy energy. And the trick, Cancer, is to bring this Queen to it. Because look at her power. She just holds that sword and she's calling people forward, and we never know if she's going to cut their heads off or not. But you know what, Cancer? If you've got things bleeding your energy, maybe a little bit of cutting off heads isn't a big thing, because that's what the Queen's power is, to protect her life force, her heart and her vitality. Because right next to this World, you've got the Four of Wands. So this is becoming really common this week. Two fantastic cards of completion, celebration, mixed with some confusion cards. So the Four of Wands is crossing a threshold, exciting new beginnings, possibilities, all those energies, okay? So absolutely love the fact you've got this Four of Wands. But again, it comes with a card of rest and respite. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. There's builders in the background, and I really need to do your reading, Cancer. I can't leave you out. So the Two of Swords is a card of non-action, a little bit of retreat, and a little bit of withdrawal. Because I think you need to retreat to get clarity. These three cards are all together. And the clarity comes from is a little bit of emotional confusion. But, oh my gosh, I am so sorry about that noise. But the World card and the Four of Wands is a card of optimism, completion and celebration. Honestly, Cancer, I am so sorry, but I've got 10 minutes to get your reading done. Some of your issues might be with this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving knight, and he moves so slowly that we actually think nothing's happening. And when we think nothing's happening, that can put us in these confusing energies. And I don't think this is about your life not happening. I think it's that Knight of Pentacles. He's driving me mad, guys. He's everywhere. He is not, it's the builders again, he's not going away. But he moves so slowly that it's like you begin to think things are never happening, you think things are all in your mind. But the Knight of Pentacles moves in a really slow way towards his goals and towards what he wants. And maybe it's because this Knight is showing up that you're a little bit confused and a little bit of a stalemate, because it is with the Four of Swords. At prayer position, Cancer, we can use retreat to punish ourselves, or we can use it to recharge ourselves with divine energy. Our destiny's in our own hands. This guy's hands is in prayer position, so he's going into this corpse pose in yoga, so he can retreat, he can recharge, and he can rebuild, okay? Now you're still in the week with a little bit of frustration, but we're going to clarify it with the Two of Pentacles. So the Eight of Swords can be a feeling of feeling a little bit stuck. It's a state of mind. It's not a major arcana, which means state of minds are avoidable. Basically, you can cut through these swords, Cancer. Yeah, it's frustration around a relationship, look. And I think it's because it's turning up as a knight. I mean, if I look at this, the horse actually isn't moving. They've both got their eyes on a goal, but they're standing away from it. So there's no forward motion, which is making you feel frustrated. It's frustration around a relationship. And you have the Two of Discs, speaks about juggling life circumstances, that feeling that everything's a bit choppy. You rule the waters, and that Moon card, so you must be used to the Two of Pentacles energy of ups and downs. Very interesting week here, Cancer. There is this combination of really deep completions with really slow, almost standing still change. Okay? Because the Knight has got a goal in mind, but there's no movement yet. And that's why there's frustration here, the sense of juggling, the sense of being confused and having to take a little bit of a respite. The trick is the Queen of Swords. Get your throne, Cancer. Take control of your mind. I know it's easier said than done. I really do. But when we really get that Queen of Swords, we learn to give space and learn to give air. Air's free. It doesn't try and contain, and it doesn't try and pin down. It allows the freedom to be. And when we allow the freedom to be, we allow things to unfold in a natural time, because the Pentacles time is not the same time as water, fire or air, okay? Because it rules the earth plane. You have to plant a seed and you have to allow it to grow. And I think that is why you're feeling frustrated. But there's a lot of change and I really like it. Very healthy, very organic and whole change, Cancer. Okay, loads of love, and I'm so sorry about the noise again, and bye.